Howdy doody, I'm here for your booty. Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/TalesFromTheCustomer. Alright, this story's called, No, I'll Just Lie Here and Die. It's okay. This happened early last year. I've learned my lesson and now have my prescriptions posted to me. Background. I have a disc in my back with, when it's in a sulky mood, decides to prolapse and press on sciatic nerve and basically cause me excruciating pain. The incident. I'd been a bit stressed with things at work, got run down and picked up a virus. So my vertigo hit me full on and my sciatica was playing up because I wasn't sleeping well. I got an emergency appointment with the doctor and managed to drive to the surgery. Luckily, I have an automatic car. The doctor promptly issued me with industrial levels of painkillers to help me sleep and let my disc relax back. He electronically sent them to the pharmacy in our town. I drive the 2 minutes to the pharmacy and manage to park outside. Yippee! At this point, I'm leaning at about 15 degrees off the vertical and it's getting worse. By the time I get to the till, I'm listing very badly to my left. I get to the till and I'm having to hold on to the counter to stop me from falling over. Sciatica pain linked with a starting to spin world because I need the tablets for the pain along with those for the vertigo. And I get her, the one that always argues with me. I've come to pick up a prescription that the doctor has sent over electronically about 10 minutes ago.
Well, we don't download them for 2 days.
I know that. However, this is essential medicine and he wanted to send it over electronically to make sure you get it rather than give me a paper copy. I need you to make the prescription up now.
Well, we don't normally do the electronics for 2 days.
I need you to do it now. The doctor says it's urgent pain medication. She huffs and puffs and wanders over to the terminal. I can't move. I can't step to the side. I can't do anything. The pain is unbearable, and this is from the woman who has had this condition for years and worked through it. I'm starting to well up with tears from the pain. The assistant then wanders off to the other side and disappears. Another assistant comes up and starts to talk to the next person and serve them over me. I say, sorry, I can't move, it's the pain. She huffs and goes to the other till. She serves 4 more customers. Another assistant comes out and asks me if I'm waiting for something. I reply that the first assistant was going to print out my electronic prescription and get it made up for me, but that was over 15 minutes ago and I've not seen her since. The new assistant disappears, saying she will look. She comes back 10 minutes later. This is now 25 minutes since I came in, and goes to serve someone else. I'm starting to go a little Karen. Excuse me? You went to find out where the assistant was that was serving me?
I'm serving this customer.
And?
She's on her break.
Excuse me? I've been here 25 minutes, and you have just left me standing here in pain? Is my prescription even being made up? I knew it wasn't because Assistant 1 never printed anything out before she disappeared. Assistant 3 to the person she had started to ask about being served.
I'll have to deal with this one first.
This one? To me?
I'll go and look. Why don't you go and sit down?
Okay, but please, can you sort it soon? This was an emergency prescription and I am in an awful lot of pain. I go to the back of the shop and kind of fall/land onto a chair. I can't bend my back at all by now and my right leg is starting to go numb. I close my eyes and start to regulate my breathing because if I don't, I'm going to sob at this point. And no one wants a sobbing, snotty-nosed 50-year-old woman in their store. I hear coughing. You know, the trying to catch your attention coughing. Another assistant is in front of me with a clipboard.
Hi, I wondered if you would like to fill out a customer feedback form whilst you are waiting.
Looking at my watch, seems I've now been there 45 minutes. Okay, I'll do you a deal. I'll fill out your form if you give me my tablets that I've been waiting for 45 minutes for because you really don't want my feedback before I get them.
I'm sorry. What's happened?
I relay the saga so far. She rushes off. 15 minutes later, the pharmacist comes over with my little paper bag of tablets and a glass of water. I'm so sorry. Here are your tablets, and I've brought a glass of water in case you need to take some now. It seems that the first assistant went on break before she printed out your prescription, and the dispenser went on break during dispensing. Seriously? I know. Sorry. I can't go anywhere for 15 minutes until the tablets kick in. Can I sit here? Of course. Assistant 4 appears.
Please fill in the form whilst you wait and do put down exactly what happened today.
Light bulb. Pharmacist and Assistant 4 need feedback on the other assistants and dispenser. It's not the first run-in I've had with Assistant 1. Thank you. I sit there for about 15 minutes until my head stops spinning, and as I go to leave, Assistant 4 comes over and asks if I need help to get into my car. I say no, but she insists on holding open the shop door. I drive the 2 minutes home. Aftermath. Within 2 minutes of getting through the door, I'd signed up to an online pharmacy to fulfill my tablets and arranged with the surgery that if I need emergency prescriptions, I can get them made up at the pharmacy next to the surgery. This kind of behavior from pharmacy workers is incredibly concerning. Okay, if people are going to the pharmacy, it's probably for a good reason, alright? And when you're freaking dragging them along through the gosh dang dirt while they're waiting for some absolutely necessary medication, oh my god, like that just takes some weird sadistic stuff in the mind. Alright, this story's called My Car Was Stolen Out of a Hotel Parking Lot and They Won't Cooperate with Insurance. If you look at my post history, you can tell I work the front desk. Been doing it since the last week after I turned 18, and I have a love-hate relationship with my career. I'm actually writing this while waiting for something to happen during my overnight front desk shift. This story has taken place over the course of the last week and is still ongoing. Since I'm in the industry, every time I go to a hotel, I try to be a dream guest. Tip well, be understanding of issues, strip and fold linens, and empty trash cans for housekeeping. These are just things I do because I want to be a good guest. I have had everything from bad to amazing experiences with hotel staff, but this one is destroying me. I spent a month on vacation with my husband visiting his family. That's a story for another day and another subreddit, but it's context. The car has all of the crap we bought over the course of a month. The majority of our clothes, our jewelry, my comfort items, my mobility aids, my medication, and our electronics we use less often. All that we left at home was our work clothes and our cold weather clothes. On our drive home, we stopped at a nice hotel with a good reputation that's in every city, and we have a lot of points with them, so may as well, you know? When I booked the hotel room, I called to confirm that they were ESA friendly. They said, of course, just bring your letter from your doctor. I'll even email a copy of our ESA policy. Great! I keep a copy in my car for these situations. I get to the hotel and the girl at the desk takes one look at my dog, who is a senior dog with some health issues because she's 13, and try to tell us she can't stay, even though I have the paperwork. Front desk girl tells me that it's because she doesn't look like she's safe to have in the hotel. My dog has no hair on her tail because she chews it out due to allergies. She is super healthy and happy though, and doesn't act her age. I explain what's going on, and after a few minutes of back and forth, the front desk girl reluctantly gives us the keys to the room. Whatever, I'll just complain about it to my friends and give them a 4-star review. So of course, from my title, that's not where the story ends. When we leave the room in the morning to go out to the car, we're obviously a little confused. The car isn't where we thought it was. I lose things often, but it's hard to lose a car. I click a few buttons on my key to try and hear the car, and obviously nothing happens. My husband walks over to the spot where we could have sworn the car was, and lo and behold, part of the handle and the locking mechanism of the driver's side of the car are in the spot. The car is gone. Almost everything we own is gone, and we're standing in a parking lot in the cold in a strange city with our tiny dog. I go back inside with the dog to talk to the same front desk girl as last night, which sucks, and I have some sympathy for her to do a turnaround, while my husband calls the cops. The first thing I do is ask if they have cameras watching the parking lot, and she tells me they do over certain areas and asks why. I explain that my whole ass car is gone, and she tells me she can't do anything until I call the cops. I get it, and even if I didn't, I can't expect her to go through the security footage from last night when she seems to be the only one at the desk. There's nothing about anything suspicious last night in the security log though. The cops tell us they'll call us back to file a report over the phone, which is like, okay, whatever, we can can wait 20 to 30 minutes to talk to an officer. It's a pandemic, social distancing and such. I get it. An hour goes by, then two, while my husband and I sit in the lobby with our tiny dog waiting for the cops, waiting for something. In this time, the front desk girl never once asks us if there's anything she can do to help. Offer coffee, offer to get us back into the room, nothing. My husband has been on the phone with insurance for an hour, and I don't have my panic attack medication or my regular anxiety meds. So I'm just sitting on the floor, petting my dog and trying not to go outside every 5 minutes to chain smoke. Eventually, we know that even if the car gets found, we won't make it to our next stop before midnight. So I go up to the front desk girl and a coworker who has just shown up and ask if they can comp me a room for tonight since, everything I own just got stolen out of their parking lot. I'll admit that here I probably wasn't very put together or polite in this moment. I genuinely can barely remember the interaction, but I don't think anyone can blame me, and I know I've had guests be worse to me over less. I do know that they gave me keys to the room I had been in the night before, and my husband and I took the one suitcase of things that we own and our dog back to the room. After 8 hours, we finally hear back from the police, and 2 officers show up to the room and grab the Ziploc bag of car bits from us. Our car insurance gets us a rental for the next day, and we just leave in the morning. It's the same front desk girl when I walk out. The hotel has been refusing to cooperate with our car insurance, and we don't know why. And I can't think of a single thing my husband or I could have done to make them treat us like this. There's no satisfying end to the story. We made it home safely in the rental. They haven't found our car. We think it went to a chop shop. I can't afford to get new mobility aids because I was off work for a month, so now I have to just deal with my chronic pain. In winter, when it's the worst, we have to return the rental on Wednesday, and we're just going to have to use everything left in our savings for a down payment on a new, to us, car. This is the sort of guest service experience that makes me want to be good at my job, and I will never treat a guest the way I have been treated by this property. Yo, that freaking sucks. What makes it worse is the fact that, a lot of people, once that stuff gets stolen, they're just SOL, man. Insurance isn't doing anything for them, the hotel's not doing anything, cops can't find the car. Yikes. OP, I'm so sorry. That is just not cool, man. Alright, this story's called What Time Is It Again? There's a little bit to go over, so I will put a teal deer at the bottom. I dealt with an unnamed big company who had a reseller for the item that I purchased. The items were delayed. Happy holidays! Can't do much about that. However, when the items arrived, they weren't what I ordered. I reached out to support. They said they reached out to the reseller for me, and I should expect a response in 24 to 48 hours. Closing on 48 hours and still nothing from the reseller. I contact support again. This is at 2:32 p.m. local time. I filed a request at 2:35 p.m. The following chat is not verbatim, but it is the gist of it. Characters, there's me, and we'll call this person Arnold. Hi, how are you today? I'm calling about order XXXX from my case yesterday. One moment. Is this in regards to item XXXX? Yes. Okay. Reseller has until 7:35 p.m. UTC. Can I check something one moment? Sure. Google's the time. 7:35 p.m. UTC is in exactly 1 minute. So I wait 1 minute. Hi, so it has now been 48 hours. Actually, it's 6:35 p.m. UTC, so they still have another hour. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it is now 7:37 p.m. You may not be taking into consideration daylight savings time. 7:38 p.m. UTC per Google. I'm not going to argue the time zones. What do you wish to accomplish today? It is literally 7:40 p.m. and the universal time clock right now. Actually, I may have misread the time zone. I apologize. Would you like a refund, or would you like me to reach out to the reseller again? I suppose we should just go through the refund since they haven't responded. Okay, it is done. Is there anything else I can help you out with today? No, thank thank you. Have a good day. I just want to make it aware that after this chat, I still have not received a survey. I am not sure if he just worked the same case or closed internally. Believe it or not, if it comes through, I'm still going to give him a promoter because I have worked customer service before and they dock potential income when they get a negative review. I'm not about that life giving detractors even after having a conversation with someone that literally talks to me like an Oblivion character. Oblivion NPC dialogue. I love Oblivion NPC dialogue. Also, like, every time, like, I don't see Oblivion gameplay for a while, like, the first time I saw it, for instance, you know how, like, when you talk to someone or there's dialogue going on, it, like, kind of zooms in on their face, like, really rapidly, and they turn toward the camera? It's always so freaking funny. Like, I laugh every time, as long as I haven't seen it in a while, because then it just becomes normal. But is it not, like, freaking hilarious? I think it is. Also, this guy's stupid. Not OP, customer service Arnold. But OP, you're a good person for looking out for him regardless.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.